Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wingcat Sports. It's our weekly Tigers review, but for today is for the first half of the season, right? We are at the All-Star break, so going over what happened this week. Wasn't the best week, right? They faced the Athletics, lost 2 out of 3. Their offense only came alive one game, scoring 9 runs in the third game, winning that game 9-0, but lost 12-3 and 1-0. You got to beat the Athletics, especially you can't lose them 1-0. And then this series that they just ended between the Blue Jays, they lost 2-3 again, 12-2, 4-3 were the losses, but they did throw a no-hitter this week, winning 2-0 that game. A little bit disappointing. You should have at least won one of the series. You didn't win both of them. And I go into the All-Star game, 6.5 games out of first, and 11 games under 500.
Well, I'll just say this because you guys are going to do most of the talking in this video. I am just, not that I'm a fair weather fan of the Tigers, it's just because of my work schedule. I don't get a chance to watch them as often as I would like. And on the weekends, I'm usually playing golf or doing something. But I would say as a casual Tigers fan, what I look forward in this team right now is just to be entertaining. Just be entertaining, make me do something to want to tune in to your games. I'm out of the loop on a lot of things, but I'll ask you guys, do you think that they're more entertaining this year, even though they play in a lousy division? They still got a long ways to go, but in your mind, are they more fun to watch?
Oh, yeah. I think even though they're 11 games under 500 in an awful division, I think that's what makes it entertaining is the fact that if they were in a better division, a real division, we wouldn't even be talking about
it. I mean, are like the shittiest teams in baseball.
They're
all
the
in
shittiest division in
baseball.
Division, and they're 11 games below 500.
Okay.
Had an awful week. It's just
Right side.
I mean, but they're 11 and a half games under 500, and they're only 6.5 hours. That shows you how awful their division is.
Translation: Our division is pure shit.
So I mean, they're still in the playoff chase. They're still
right sides of the week, right? They are still in playoff race, but you got your pitchers back. Rodriguez didn't have the best start this week, but Skubal came back. Manning had a good game. He had 6 2/3 parts of that no hitter. Green came back. Baddoo came back. You didn't do good in the outfield. A couple of plays that I've seen, but your injured guys are coming back, and now you also got a week for everybody to rest.
Yep.
Fully come back pretty good after. Leaders of your team to this point, when Kidstree's leading with average with the 247, which really isn't too bad. At least you have somebody who's getting on base 1/4 of the time almost.
Yeah. Not great, but actually it's not good.
Torkelson has hit 12 home runs. There's about, I think, 3 players with around that mark.
And there was a guy who some fans started, especially on local radio, they thought that this guy was going to be a bust. They had one radio personality say he could possibly be the worst player in baseball. I think that's being a bit harsh. He's a young kid.
He's leading your team in home runs and RBIs. So if he's
this was before I think this all happened.
The worst player in baseball. He is.
But he is leading the team in RBIs. So 45 RBIs.
And he's young. What is he, under 25?
Yes.
Yeah.
And when he's with Riley Green, when they are together, it seems like they do better. He does better with Riley Green in the lineup. So,
do they bat right next to each other in the lineup?
At the moment, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Torkelson's also leading the team in hits. He has 76 hits so far.
How has Javier Baez?
He's been doing better as of late.
Okay, because this guy was an absolute train wreck.
Currently, his average is 225. Okay. He has 6 home runs and 44 RBIs.
Yeah.
They all suck. Let's say it.
My nephew has that average in T-ball.
Shitty division. It's just who's going to suck the least in that division. But all of them suck.
If you win their division, can you even be proud of it?
As long as they're above 500.
It's like anything else. You get hot. You can make the playoffs, and who knows what.
Yeah.
I don't think their pitching is that bad at times. I think you're going to have bad outings and stuff like that. Their pitching has been there. It's just putting some runs up. Batting, your best batter is batting 247. It's not good.
Yeah.
Oh my
They
God!
can't do that. I mean, Riley Green was batting better than that, right?
Well, I think he was like in the 230s when he got hurt.
There is nobody
But-
on that team. Again, folks, I don't get the chance to watch the Tigers
No,
that much,
no
so I'm
one's
just
batting.
asking these guys questions.
No one's
No
batting
one is
two-
batting over 250 on that team.
No, not yet. Not yet.
That's what I mean.
But
And
they're-
you have at least, or they did have. You have at least 4
Why don't you
people-
have the
You have
Mudheads go
4
play
people-
at Comerica and
That's
then
what
these
I'm
guys
saying.
go play
You have
at
4
at
people
Fifth
who are
Third.
batting under 200.
Yeah.
So it's like
I would say your surprises of the year, though, McKinstry. I don't think anyone thought he would be playing the way he's
No.
playing.
no,
Veerling, again, another person who we
No,
didn't expect. Jake Rogers' offense
right?
this year, did not expect that to happen at all.
I thought he's another guy, maybe a late bloomer. Got the defensive skills, but they never gave him much of a chance to develop his offensive skills, and he's batting better. And there are a lot of people on this team I'm kind of curious about to see if they'll go forward with them. But
Yeah. Well, they did get rid of Scope, cutting him, designated him for assignment this week. Also, McKinstry. Not McKinstry. McKinstry. I don't know why I got that mixed up. He also got designated assignment. He wasn't doing too bad, but with that crowded outfield that we got and people coming back from injury, it's what's going to happen. People are going to end up getting cut. But on an offensive side of the ball, as the season has gone on, there has been some surprises. Even Cabrera, you wouldn't expect him to be hitting over 200 right now, but even in July, he was hitting over 370
Right.
in the month of July. Well, June and July.
Well,
he
good
was
for
doing
him
good.
because I kind of thought he
His average is up to
was
245.
just taking up a space on the bench.
He
Yeah.
actually is 2 points lower than the highest batting average
How
on
many
the
home
team.
runs has he got this year?
One. He did hit one.
I want to bet,
But he's
with that,
40 and he's 5 years past his prime.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's what I say. He is just here basically.
what?
probably more than 5.
Yeah.
When it
I'm
comes
just being nice.
when it comes to pitching, I think our surprises have been first off Olsen. Didn't even know who he was.
Yeah,
And he
I
comes
don't
up
know who he is.
and he comes up and he pitches well. Our bullpen, I think before the year even started, I don't think any of us thought the bullpen would be anywhere near sufficient,
right.
and it's probably been the best part of the team.
Right.
So the
No,
bullpen itself has been good. Lang being the closer has turned out to be really, really good.
Not
Our
today.
rotation
Not
doesn't
today.
look bad.
He wasn't.
Not
Sucked
today. He
today.
was today, but
Gave up a 2-run smash.
Fideo was
They
up.
won.
Fideo coming
That's
up
right,
and
they
pitching for a little
lost.
bit, but he did get sent down. So there is a lot of roster moves that people come back. Maybe after the All-Star break, Mize comes back. But you have a lot of young guys showing back up and filling in the spots, and they're playing well. So I could see us making a run for the division because it is that bad. Cleveland is winning the division currently with a 500 record. We're actually still only 5.5 games back, like six
Wow.
and a half.
Still, that's
Even after
pathetic.
losing
You got
today.
a 500. There's nothing to celebrate about that.
Almost so the LA Angels, who are 4th place and 7 games back in their division, would only be a half game back in our division.
Okay.
Just to give you an idea. Boston, who is 5th place in the East, would be winning our division with a 48 and 43 record. So our division ain't the best, but hey, it gives you hope for a play. When you think
Right.
of who's the next playoff team, it could be
Right,
the Tigers
right.
in this town. Not the Lions, not the Red Wings,
Right.
but the Tigers.
Well, Lions will be a whole nother video, which we also might do soon.
And then while we were doing this video, we drafted our future outfielder, Max Clark, straight out of high school. I don't expect him to be up right away. I barely even know anything about him. But, I mean, if you're drafting him out of high school, they must see something.
Center fielder. I mean, what are you going to do? He might
I hope he's batting 700 or something. for the
probably be playing in the minors for a little bit, anyways, to get some playing experience.
Oh, yeah, he's going to be down there. In high school, let's pull up some stats. In high school,
Is he
Baseball,
going to
they ain't
Toledo,
giving
you
me
think, or
nothing.
double A ball?
They'll probably start him in single A, and as he does
Single A.
well, we'll probably hop up through the classes. But hey, ain't much. He's 6'1", 190. He throws left-handed and bats left. So basically a Riley Green type
Let's
of
hope.
player.
Okay.
You're both
Let's
left-handed. You're adding to the left-handed side of the base.
Like none of us follow high school baseball.
No,
so-
none of us follow high school
It
baseball.
doesn't matter
so-
if a left-hander is playing the center field position.
No, in the outfield at all. So that's why we'll see what he becomes. Maybe he'll be up.
Because you usually
Detroit in a
want
few
maybe
years.
a left-hander covering left field or right field and a right-hander
I
cover.
heard he had some stellar games against St. Aloysius.
Yeah,
But
you never know.
it will. I think the second half of the year, though, it will be interesting for the Tigers. I could see them being better than they were in the first half. Like I've said before, under Hinch, they've always been a second half team. They always have done better in the second half. So there's a chance they could make the playoffs.
Sure, there's a chance.
There's
There's
a
always
chance.
a chance.
Well, if they make it, they make it. Then most likely they get beat. But
Right.
hey, it's just what it is.
Right. With all-
Division is bad, and
Yeah.
you know.
With all that being said, though, right, if you like what you see, leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Share the video around. And until next time, hope to see everybody soon.